From the News Channel 5 network, this is SportsLine.
Welcome into SportsLine here on News Channel 5+. I'm Jonathan Hutton in for Steve Lehman, who is recovering well. Over the next hour, we're going to be talking college football, previewing the upcoming college football weekend locally with Vanderbilt and MTSU. But we start with the Tennessee Vols as they get set for homecoming against the North Texas Mean Green, coming off a 27-24 win over South Carolina. Butch Jones spoke with the media earlier this week.
Okay, good morning. Good to see everyone. Thanks for sudden change and making the adjustment. Starting off, I think it's very, very important that, first of all, I say thank you to our great fan base and our loyal fans and all the support that they continue to give our football program and our football team. When you look at 5 games this season of over 100,000 plus in attendance, that has not been done here since 2007, and we still have 2 home games left, and we're going to continue to need them to make Neyland Stadium a great home field advantage. But they have been remarkable, and I think it shows the commitment and support and hunger that they have, and it just drives you to give them everything that they covet and we covet together as a football program and a football family. This week, it's going back to improvement, the fundamentals, the fine details, getting back to our Neyland focus. I didn't think we had 60 minutes of collective focus, and I'm talking about collective focus as an entire football team, all 11 on the field at one time. You know, we talk about 1 out of 11, 1/11th, and that's direct correlation to doing your job. Getting back to our discipline, we had some penalties that aren't us. We had too many lying eyes, too many eye violations. I thought we lacked discipline in our eyes. We stared at the quarterback way too much, so we must do a much better job with that. Just our overall habits, our style of play, our execution. This is a big, big week for us and moving forward. North Texas comes in. Mike Canales is a great friend of mine. I've known Mike for a very, very long period of time. Have admired him as a play caller, as a quarterback coach, as an offensive coordinator, and he's done a great job in a difficult situation. And you can see their offense now starting to take on his personality. The quarterback, DeMarcus Smith, is an individual who can make plays with his legs. He can throw the football. I think they're gaining confidence offensively. Defensively, very good team speed. But really, this is about every individual in our football program taking accountability for their self-determination this week and getting better as a football team and a football program. It starts with us as a coaching staff. It starts with everyone. But like I told you Saturday evening, it was a very, very good win for us. It's very, very difficult to win, and it was a great game in moving forward for us. So I'll answer any questions you may have.
Start with Jimmy and then John Rice and Steve Gardner.
But you mentioned after the game that Dobbs was banged up. What's his status at this point, and will you have to limit him maybe a little bit in practice?
He was banged up a little bit, but gutted through it, but nothing that he hasn't been doing all year. He'll be fine for the game. He'll practice today, but, you know, Josh Dobbs is a very tough-minded individual. You know, you guys had asked some of the things, and rightfully so, with the run game and the consistency, and we were behind the sticks way too much. You know, they move the front a lot, and it's a game of inches. It may just be 3 inches of where your hand placement is, or, you know, we call it crossing the T, getting our head across the bow of the body. You know, it may be sometimes Josh keeping the ball on his read. So that's where it gets back to that 1 out of 11, that 1/11th of everyone executing and doing their jobs.
Steve and Seth.
2 questions, sort of following up to Jimmy's there, Coach. How important then is it that you once again try to get Quentin some meaningful snaps and maybe within the time frame that allows him to operate the full offense?
Well, we would like to. You know, that's our plan, but that's our plan every week. And, you know, this game is a very, very big game for us because it's the next game, and that's not coach speak. It's hard to win in college football. You know, I'm listening to College Game Day, and there was one football game in particular where a team had a 0% chance of winning, and Kirk Herbstreit called it. He said that team will win or it'll be a close game because they have 0% chance winning. Now's your opportunity to pick this team, and they wouldn't pick it, and that team won. And that's what makes college football. It's a week-to-week season, and we have to get ready to play our best game. But Quentin continues to grow and develop and mature. Obviously, you learn through game live repetitions and your repetitions in practice. And, you know, we would like for him to gain some of those repetitions, but we'll see how the game goes. But we do have faith and we do have confidence in him because we see the progress.
And then not trying to get you to look past North Texas, but the Missouri game would be the first home game for Missouri since all the protests and everything going on out there. Have you or anyone from UT had any discussions with Missouri or SEC officials?
Yeah, absolutely not. All our focus is on North Texas and looking to be a better football team and play our best game and moving forward. So I'll be honest with you, I don't even really know to the extent of what's going on. I've been so focused on Tennessee football. So all our focus is on the next opponent like it is every week.
Steve and Seth and Heather.
You talk about wanting to have 60 minutes of focus. What's been I mean, y'all been really good in the first half this season. What do you think's been the key to the fast starts y'all have had and also, is there any update regarding the JIP with the MRI?
No, we'll know a little bit more probably here today. I'll be able to let you know a little bit more on Wednesday of how he's progressing and how that's moving forward with Kurt. In terms of the fast starts, I think sometimes special teams, I think field position, we've really aided and been benefited by that. You know, we've done a good job of starting the second half, particularly when we get the ball. But I didn't think we lacked, you know, that intensity. And it's teaching a young football team the maturity of playing home. The distractions are so much different from a road game versus a home game, from the amount of people around. And we're going to close it down a little bit. We're going to take more of an approach of the locker room and create more tight-knit in terms of restrictions in our locker room and different things that way, because when you're a young football team, you really struggle at times with focus, and when you're on the road, you don't have a lot of distractions, and it's an honor and a privilege to play in Neyland Stadium, but I just didn't think, you know, we had the overall focus for 60 minutes like we've had the last couple weeks.